I had this currently book for over a year now, and quite frankly, I was ready for a change. So in today's video, we're setting a brand new book up. I'm so excited. Let's get ahead and do that. I really love this Happy Planner notebook, and the way I would do it here is just to print out screenshots of the shows I was watching and the YouTube titles and things like that. I'd pick one title randomly from the creator I was watching that month and such. It would just basically be currently prompts but with pictures. The problem I had with this though is that it's quite hard to capture the essence with just that one little screenshot. I realize I'm making a big deal out of something so small, but I consume a lot of content and I sometimes remember the time by what I was listening to that time. Like, oh, that was the health craze that time. I was listening to loads of bodybuilding podcasts. Or even the book I was listening to when I was going on a walk, or I was reading in some sort of a hotel on a holiday, things like that. I think it does play a big role in my otherwise mundane life. I picked up this notebook from Notebook Therapy for this and I just love it. It's still black pages and the cover is so soft. I never thought I'd be glad to touch the cover so much. It took me a while to set it up, and I think I'll just use it to document a certain show or YouTuber and note when I was watching it, and add little trackers to it too. I'll start off with the TV, as that's an easy part. I used to have this bullet journal way back when, and I used to note down the calendar, and on that calendar I would put when I started and finished a certain book and a certain TV show. I'm a serious rewatcher. I just love having them in the background and not stressing if I missed a certain part, and most importantly, I love looking forward to certain parts again. I just don't have the capacity for the commitment of watching a new show, if you know what I mean. So the first thing I wanted to add is this calendar to mark TV shows I was rewatching and watching anew, on the rare occasion. I settled for 4 months per page. I printed out their little pictures using my Canon Pro 200 printer. I used to print photos for these notebooks with my selfie, but now I love printing them and not stressing about the sizes and saving photo paper too much. I just print this out on a glossy sticker paper, and you get so much on one page, and it comes out great. I mark each show with a different color marker, and it's marked on the calendar. There's still a little bit of space left too, so I added little titles and stamps and whatnot, but realized it doesn't need much and didn't add many embellishments. It's just a simple page, but I love that I can see when I was watching what. I look back on these to choose a show, just see whichever one I've not watched in a while, or alternatively just watch Friends. The next page I thought I'll dedicate to my reality shows. I love that feeling of looking forward to a new episode of something, and I'm glad reality shows still do that. I also can't mark them on the calendar as much, really. The two I'm obsessed with is Survivor, especially Australian Survivor, and The Amazing Race. I would love to go on both. Would be an adventure of a lifetime. I once again printed little screenshots of the latest seasons I watched on sticker paper, the same paper, and thought it'd be fun to divide the page up into two and put all the pictures up there. Once again, it feels colorful enough not to add much to it, so I just added little TV stickers from the Happy Planner and called it done. I love that these layouts just take no time at all. The most time I spent is on looking for pictures and adding them to Canva and that sort of thing. Another thing I wanted to add as far as TV shows are concerned is Dragon's Den and Shark Tank. I got into it because of Steven Bartlett, as he mentioned it, and I love his podcasts. He has these Behind the Diary episodes on his YouTube, and that's how I found out the show even existed. That's right, found all about it in 2024. I printed a screenshot of his videos to commemorate it, and then screenshots of some of the thumbnails as I watched all the Dragon's Den episodes that were available on YouTube following his video. I then got into the Shark Tank, and apparently the Australian version has one of the women, Janine, from Australian Survivor 2, so definitely have been binging those episodes. Australian TV just hit different, but I watched some of the episodes on Prime from the US one as well. All tangent short, I definitely had to document all three with the origins on how I got into it. That's that feeling I told you about. I remember watching Dragon's Den when moving apartments. I found these TV frames from Ali Edwards, I think, and thought it perfect to just add them on one side with all the images inside, and added these boxes from Bullet Journal Basics to add my journaling about each one of these shows. And I just added some fun quotes, again from Ali Edwards, on the other page with my YouTube thumbnails as well, and I thought this one was perfect that says, no matter what everyone tells you, words and ideas can change the world. You know, for all the cool products that inventors present there. I definitely want to buy some of these products shown there. It's almost like a shopping channel as well. In a way, I'm glad I waited, as I've accumulated all these shows to put down for my TV show section, and there's so many more to explore.
I'm sure it'll be a bit more difficult with things like podcasts when I don't know if I'll be able to browse my listening history. I'll have to check. Let me know if you wanted to see other categories.
Do you enjoy documenting your favorites? Please let me know in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this video, you might also want to check this one out. That's a flip through of my said previous currently book. Thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you in my next craft session.